Oh, it's worked. Perfect.
Yeah, that worked. I'm in. Right on. Hang on.
How are you? Didn't see you for weeks now.
I'm good, buddy. I'm really good. I, yeah, I haven't missed, my man. I haven't missed. Yeah, I'm working
That's
on all.
great. I know you're
Yeah,
never gonna be.
yeah,
I
no,
know that.
I'm not stopping, buddy, and I'm gonna be back up. I'm gonna incorporate Regen Fit. I'm gonna incorporate it, get that going, and then I'm
Now I can
gonna
help you a lot of things, bro. I'm building
yeah,
an app. I'm building my
yeah,
own app.
okay, okay. Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm still
I can
full
help you
bowl.
to do that.
Yeah, and then I can I'm still around and want to work with everybody. I'm just building
No,
up
but for
my
that means you don't need to work with nobody. You can build your own app.
yeah.
Then I can give you a team who's digging
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
setters who's getting you clients. And they bring you the
Okay.
clients in your app, mate, and you selling your programs in your app. Easy as that. It's fucking easy. It's no more
That,
fucking bullshit. It's like an
okay, that
app. You put
makes
your programs. I will send you the app later so you can check it out.
okay. Yeah. It makes sense. That makes
And
sense.
and it's amazing way to do it. So you have your own app, your Region Fit. That's the name of your own app.
Yeah.
Yeah, your own everything is you in the pictures, you doing the videos, you talking in there. That is your program. And then you do two type of program. You do one cheap one expensive one. And if they want to have one-on-one, you got notifications on the program. It is amazing.
Okay. Now what app is like what
Go look
umbrella is
for.
that?
Well, I'll send it to you right now, so you can in WhatsApp
Check
you
it
can
out.
check everything out. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It is
How are you doing?
crazy.
How are you doing? Good?
I'm always doing good. I'll never break.
Right on, buddy. Right on.
I will
Yeah,
never
no,
break, bro.
I'm going to a heavy equipment school and doing all sorts of other things for my rehab. I went out on the track the other day on the track. I did some laps. So I'm starting to get mobile, starting to
That's
get mobile.
good. That's great.
Yeah. So I'm working on a lot of calisthenics
That's
right now.
amazing.
Yeah, to get my endurance and shit, right? I've got the size and everything. Now I got to work on getting my back into shape, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just what I got to do, my man. So I took a little bit of time to basically it was basically rehab on my back, really, and I had to focus on that, I just really had
Of
to
course.
oh yeah. So I just been doing that, and then I do my train my upper body like I usually do. So it was like the trifecta. So it's
You're
been,
feeling better now, right?
oh yeah, I'm able to, I can walk a fair distance now. I can,
Oh,
oh yeah, I can walk. I'm into a lot of dry squats, a lot of,
wow.
yeah, planks, a lot of planks. A lot of just different exercises for my lower back, right? So yeah.
Planks is amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh, planks are they're number one, man, when it comes to core, when your
Exactly.
core. Yeah. So where's Brandon's coming in?
I think it's Brandon in here.
Yo,
Oh, is he?
Brandon is
Yo,
never late, bro.
yo,
Is a
what's up,
military,
man?
Brandon. Brandon is
how's it
never
going,
late.
bro? Peace, brother. Right on, man. Yeah,
Yo,
it's going really good. It's going really good. So
excellent. You look really good,
yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah, I'm fucking killing it, bro. I haven't stopped, buddy. I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped, man.
Crazy.
No, I'm pretty focused on the diet and the shakes and just still my wake ups. I get up a little bit later, like around 4:15, but that's not
Okay,
still early enough.
for
Early
sure.
enough. And yeah, man, just in school, getting into heavy equipment school and doing a whole bunch of other things like that too to keep the finances up and running. And Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
roger that, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's been good, man. Like I you know what it is, like, and Victor was saying, when do you want to start this thing, Victor? Because I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm traveling today too, right? So I pulled over
It's
to
okay. So I'm just gonna explain you a little bit about what's going on.
yeah,
A couple of weeks ago, we had a COVID, Brandon, and we're gonna do like a podcast. So we want to do it, get into it, and do the podcast. So today podcast is gonna be we're gonna interview you about your life, where you come from, what have you been in your life when you were young, when you were doing your drugs, when you were doing whatever mindset you had, and where you are today. So I'm going to always leave it in Brandon's hands to start the podcast when he sits down somewhere. And then we're
Yeah.
going to just, because he's always running around and make me sick when I'm watching it. So I'm always puking up before it's ready. And that's what it is. So then we cut it in pieces and we want to do like edit it and put it on like a post on YouTube and
perfect,
Instagram and just do a content out of that,
perfect, right on. Yeah,
Just
no, that
working,
works.
just working, just
Just
working.
working. We're working, man. Yeah, right on. No, that's exactly what I want to get into, is just getting it out there, getting the information
Getting it
out.
out there, getting information, put it on YouTube, tag each other,
Yeah,
get new people in, do new podcasts, get new people how they started, where they are. And with this
yeah,
information, we're gonna help a lot of people. Today, for example, I got a client from my other client. The young kid has got cancer, and he says, "Fuck, Rito, can you speak to him?" So, we have been a lot of people without you guys, I don't think even realize this is the most important thing to get out the word what we're doing, because we are real people and all three of us never break the habits, never break our characters. And that's people doesn't believe this can happen, and we just never break it. And that's the information what we really want to get out there, right? So that's the whole point why we're going to
yeah,
do this podcast. Now we're going to do this with Zoom, and then we're going to learn how to cut it right, and then we're going to make a YouTube channel, name the YouTube channel,
okay,
and on the YouTube channel tag your YouTube tab, Brandon's YouTube tab, mine, and go viral. That's the whole point about
okay,
it.
right on, right on. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And then every Sunday,
Every
we
Sunday.
perfect.
Only in the week we're gonna go what is gonna be about the podcast and who should we talk to, or what should be that. So we every week is a different podcast, different people,
Hey, I'm
different
gonna
minds.
log off and log right back on with a better device, man. Real
Let's
fast.
do that. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, maybe you said, okay, Vic, I got this gentleman. He's my hero. This guy was an alcoholic. He was beating up people, and look, now he's serving people. He's a coach. So
Yeah,
we're looking for people who really went through the bad roads and the hard roads, and now he's a person who's really serving others. So that is the
yeah,
people we want to serve. And that's the people on the YouTube people want to see. So that's what I want to see. Somebody who's like me. And that's what you guys pulled me out of the shit. Because now I'm believing, I did believe I can make it happen. And I did believe, I did make it happen. Now I have my own app, now I have my own YouTube, now I have my own brand. So I
yeah.
want to more and more people do that and believe in themselves. That's the whole point about it.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
This is, for example, Cav. Cav, I always wanted to have. I always want to have, right? But
Yeah,
it's very, very difficult because he always, I'm not going to talk about anything good or bad about Kev, but I'm
yeah,
missing Kevin to don't break this fucking shit, right? And sometimes it's hurting me more when I see him with the bad fucking mindset. I'm thinking, it's just a fucking mindset. I had to
yeah,
go 3 years, so much pain, What I cannot
Yeah.
even tell people when I was divorcing, the pain I had to go through. I was just actually talking to somebody about it. But I did
Yeah.
went through. It is what the fuck it is. You just cannot look back. You just have to go and see the tomorrow. It's like you are swimming in the sea and you don't see
Yeah.
the other side, and the sea is just fucking dark. You're in the middle of the ocean. And then you
Once
start
you,
to see a little star and you think a little flashy fucking light, and people go just never stop till to get to them fucking lights. People just stop in the middle and turn back, and that's what I
yeah,
would love to help people, you know. It's
what it
easier
is, what
to
it
turn
is,
back.
Victor, the past is gone and the future is yet to come. Okay.
Exactly.
And every day is a brand new gift. You don't know what's under the wrapping. You have to create that. And I've realized now, even over just the past 2.5 weeks, okay, to keep it very, I've always said this too, but keep it very simple. Don't fucking get yourself wrapped up in a bunch of shit and noise. Stay calm. Okay, I have to go do this. Okay, I have to go do this. I'm doing whatever I'm doing right now. I have to leave. I have to go do whatever I was committed to. And if you keep it really simple and go keep your commitment. I went to a place and I said, I never miss. I said, I'll be here every day. And they're like, oh yeah, they kind of sloughed it off, like people, whatever, because people miss every fucking day. They call in sick or whatever the fuck it is they do. And at the end of it, they go, fuck, you didn't miss a day. I said, I fucking told you I wouldn't miss a day. Right. Just commit, but keep it very simple and stop with the fucking wrong decision.
Yeah.
People God gave us a brain. Okay. God gave us a brain. What is right and what is wrong? It's very simple. A person knows, okay, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That is, it's simple.
1000.
Like drinking, okay? The simplest things are the most evil things.
Yeah.
What can I do? Oh, I'm going to go sit and drink a beer. Okay, that's hard. That's not hard at all. That's the easiest thing. That's the biggest scapegoat in the world. You are not completing or progressing in any way, shape, or form. It is fantasy. I'm going to go sit and smoke a joint. I'm going to go sit and do some cocaine. You're sitting. And all you're doing, as soon as you jump into that pool, you're going downhill, motherfucker. You're going downhill. You are not progressing in any way, shape, or form. Keep it simple. Kevin called me and I said, man, you have to keep it simple. You always get all over excited and over he's kind of pictures, he's in the future already. What it can be. And it can be. It can be.
Yeah.
But you have to stay in today and keep it simple and progress. Great idea. Kevin has great ideas and he's got great drive, but consistency is the discipline. Okay. Consistency is the discipline. That's what I'm finding, right? If you're consistent, you'll go, okay, I'm going to go do this. As soon as you see somebody fall off, that's the lack of consistency, which is the discipline, right? And it's what I'm saying is to keep it, if you can step back and just say, hey, I'm going to keep this simple and keep my consistency. This morning I got up, okay, I have to train today. I have to travel today. I have to do the podcast. I already committed to Vic last week. right? On say I'll be there next week. I was there last week, but the time was messed up. Okay.
Okay.
But today he called. I said I would be here. It's done. Okay. I'm traveling. Okay. Pull over. Keep it simple. Pull over. Crush out what you said you're going to do. Keep your commitment. Now that I've committed to this and I'm even here doing this, I drive away. Fuck, I did it, man. Right on. I don't even care. I fucking told those guys I was going to be there. Bam, I'm there. Done. Pull over. Done. And oh, I'm an hour what? Am I really an hour behind? Not really. Not really at all, because I'm working on myself. I'm actually progressing.
Yeah.
Right? It's like that hour of progress smashes the hour I would be on the road getting somewhere, what, an hour early? No, I gained by committing to what I was supposed to do, keeping it very simple. Keep it simple,
Yeah,
man.
it's an important recognition that you're actually really not losing time. Like people look at it like, oh, you're losing time and that. Like, I don't have time for that. I was like, I'm not losing time at all, man. Like, there's no time lost in developing, constructing that who that's gonna go out and swing way harder than the guy who didn't take the time to do that. So
Yeah.
it's really not a loss at all. Anytime you can be grading yourself.
Or how about this one? Oh, I don't feel like doing that. It crossed my mind. It literally, that little slight little, whatever that thing is in your mind, that little thing in your mind that goes, I don't have to, I'll just tell them I'm traveling and I'll go next week. No, right. As soon as I had that little voice, fuck, I pulled in. I'm like, you motherfucker, right? I said to myself, no, you're going to come up with some lame ass bitch excuse like I'm traveling and I'll catch you next time. Fuck, that's where you lose. That's where
Totally.
that's where the loss is right there.
Yeah.
Why isn't it working? Because you didn't show up, motherfucker. Because you didn't show up. That's why it's not working, dude. Okay? Straight up.
And they're in instant gratification mode also. They're in the wrong mode. They want to get all the results without doing the work. They want everything to just be like a line on the table or some bullshit fucking thing, you know? That's what they want everything to be. And they're like not willing to put that long game work in to get that big cumulative result.
Brent, I just built in an app now, right? When you just said that, that was so crazy because everybody's mind wants something right now, especially today's world. I want it right now, right? I want to make money right now. Okay,
right now.
I'm just building an app, bro. I bought an app. I'm going to tell you about it. I already told Patrick about it. I'm going to give you guys some platform. You are not going to believe it, bro. You can build your own app, right?
Yeah.
Random Fitness is gonna be the name of your app. Your own app, what people gonna download on App Store and Google thing, right? I'm building it right now, so it is amazing. But it's not the story. I will tell you the story after the podcast. The story is.
Are we starting the podcast?
Yeah, we just warmed up. You're gonna start with your questions, but you were changing the device. So you're gonna start with your first questioning, and then Patrick is the invited guy, and we want to know about his life. We want to know where he was when he was young, how did he get here where he is, and why he's not breaking his character and his habits. So that's why with this podcast, we're going to serve the rest of the world with Patrick's life journey. So I would like when you go, it is like he's an invited, he's not a friend. It is like we three people on the podcast, he's a client. So we are helping other people with his journey, where he come from, what does he do when he was young, whatever is your questions about normal life, and then let's go from there.
Right. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, good. I'm gonna make 2 more setup moves just real fast.
Yeah, take your time, because what do we want? We want the best views as well. So the editing is going to be very important. So if you got another camera from the other side on you, because you're going to be doing the questions, and then I'm going to give Patrick my questions, and then with his answers, we're going to go.
The snow here today. The snow came down like in just sheets last night.
Wow.
Oh,
That's so mad. We are in 3 different continents, not countries. We are
yeah.
3 different continents, bro. The fucking time is in your country and time in his country and time is totally different. And we made this happen. I'm so grateful for the universe and for us to be turned up on the same time. I can't wait for this. Brandon was already sending me messages Friday. Oh, I'm looking for Sunday. This is great because this is a work. This is not mastermind. We're serving each other and other people for free.
It's just what we were just talking about. Like, people don't want to do the baby steps. They want to get to the end.
Exactly.
They want the finish line shit.
And this is the most important.
They want the participation trophy.
We all want that participation trophy, but we do the step for it every single day.
Basically what it comes down to is the majority of society wants a gold star for doing nothing.
Totally, dude. Totally.
Like, and why do you tell you're literally, oh, I see this. I went to a place for just recently for my back and everything, and I'm like, holy shit, is this really what people are like? And I had a chat with one of the guys. I became really good friends with the physiotherapist in there. But you only fool yourself. People literally develop a mindset. Can you imagine this? I did this for years. I developed a mindset, and this is horrendous, of lying to yourself. You literally, like, if you think when you're telling a lie, how evil and wrong it is to tell a lie, okay? But to live and lie, and we're, those little white lies, right? Little white lies that stack up your whole fucking life. You're stacking them up, baby. You're stacking them up. Oh, I can go get wasted. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun. The depressant, all the clinical shit behind drugs and alcohol, what does it tell you? It's bad.
Yeah, but that's exactly that's when it comes to depression.
You're gonna lie to yourself and say, "Oh, I can go do that. I can get away with that." You literally lie to your soul. You're lying to your soul, which is just like, whoa. It's so powerful. It's so profound. I'm like, I can't believe that I was
just going to say, I feel like that's so well put, especially the beginning part of what you said, where when you really, how evil it is to tell a lie to other people, and then to be in a cycle of accepting lies to yourself or accepting behavior that's not correct, and
because
justifying
because you are lying. Imagine that mindset behind it. Who knows? I just lied. I know I did. But that's where is the pain come from, when you justify that to yourself. Fucking hell, bro. This is what Patrick's saying. 1.5 years later, he just find out. And this is what he says about other people. You lying to yourself. That's what he says. I'm not going to pull over because I'm going to lie to myself. I'm not
Who,
going to do this 1 hour because I'm going to not lie to myself. This is when
There you
you
go.
make barrier,
There you go.
and then you say,
That's it.
fuck this. If I said that, is that. That's what we said in the beginning of when we started the podcast, right, Brandon? We
yeah.
do this whatever it takes. If it's somebody's in the hospital, I don't give a fuck. This is warriors do. And that's what we said in the beginning. Only we invite people with a link who is
Mhm.
V3 or the person who's already in this group think, look, we still 3 people in 3 weeks. So when you see
Yeah,
it's
well,
still
because what are we gonna do as a top team with a dull knife? That shit's a
Oh,
liability. You know what I mean? That shit's
you
a
can.
liability. So
Exactly.
I completely understand. You know, a top performer wants to make a top team, and he's got a top desire. It's truly like that, to only operate with other top guys, so that he's not contaminating his
well,
operating,
well-being.
yeah, his well-being and his operating format. And
Yeah.
you know, I think it is our God-given duty to become our best and pack up with other guys, especially now that the manipulative, deceptive forces of the world have been able to take over the mass media companies and things like that, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
are really, really confused. You know, and there's all kinds of really weird stuff we would have never even thought possible 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years, you know. And so it's
Yeah.
just in recognition of those evils, and in recognition of what you said at the beginning, Patrick, of how evil
Oh,
it is to be following the prince of deception in any way, shape, or form, and deceiving others and deceiving yourself, and becoming a deceptive fucking black hole that is a liability, or just even a dull knife, which we've all been,
yes.
and I've been, and I made some off cuts, man, when I was in
Well,
that state. And man, I don't feel good about it, you know, now that I recognize that deepness of what, how you were saying about, you know. And I don't feel good about those times where even I was drunk and I entered my friend's house and I said some shit to him. I still feel so bad about that right now, you know. It was not right. And now
You
as
have to
my
stop
con
here now. You have to stop here right now. You cannot feel bad about what is
well,
the
no, but
past.
let me finish that thought,
Okay, okay,
actually.
okay.
Let me finish that thought, actually.
Be careful your
I think
words.
what it's, I thought, hold on. I think what it's
Mhm.
helpful to recognize, at least for other people watching this, you know, is like, the only thing you really don't want to do is form regret. And by just doing the right
Mhm.
thing, and by just doing honesty, you will not have any regrets. And you should regret, you should have that as your conscience raises, and you do recognize all those regrets in there. It's between your conscience and your regret that is your path, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you've got reference points right there. And the problems today now is people just don't even recognize those reference points whatsoever. They're just like, what you guys said, this is okay. And so you have to
Yeah.
galvanize yourself that it is not okay. I need to do the shit that I need to do. I need to come and do dedicated personal development, because that's making me that person that's going to be able to chop down all the shit people can't chop down. All right, I'm
Yeah.
done.
You're talking about true.
Brendan, let's start the thing because we're never gonna stop this because we love
Okay.
our thing. So just
Oh, I
go
thought we
start it.
started.
No, but I want you to go into Patrick. So it's not
Yeah.
about
Let's
us
go.
Roger
now. It's all
Let's
about
rock and
us.
roll.
Let's go and have a great podcast for Patrick.
Yeah, all right, Roger that. Let's do that. Um, okay, so here we are. We've been together, me and these guys, for a year now, and we've done a lot of work. And it feels good to be standing in that 1 year place where you've done a lot of work and you get to actually have this conversation with these other guys that have done that kind of work. And now you're in this high level atmosphere. I completely recommend that, you know. And we get up every morning appreciating that and the air in our lungs so greatly. Now it allows us to proceed throughout our day, and it is extremely exciting. for us, and it will be very special, no doubt about it, to talk more about Patrick and his history and the things that he's been through, even far beyond the stuff that we don't even know, after a year of just pounding the books and studying the greats and really concentrating on those points of wisdom and ability that sharpen the blade. So Patrick, let's start by hearing what you started from and what the hell the worst point of hell was like, and then let's jump now to hindsight is 2020. Go for it.
Hey guys, yeah, good to be here. Yeah, I'll start off with, just keeping it very to the point. And, as a young man, growing up with an alcoholic, being in the old school ways of drinking and being around that, you develop a pattern of following, your father in his footsteps type thing, right? You don't know really right from wrong as a youth. You're kind of shown some sort of a path. And I jumped into alcohol. Okay. Jumped into alcohol right off the get-go at, 15, roughly 15. And, started there. And, I ended up, graduating into heavy drugs and getting into a lot of trouble, many DUIs, many rides in cop cars. I've probably been in, I don't even know how many cop cars I've been in. I truly don't know. I would say 50 different trips in a cop car. Okay. Jail, I ended up doing some time in jail, years, not months, years in jail. Okay. And it was you're just a lost motherfucker. You don't know where you are. You don't know, you don't even realize until you are given a chance or giving this kind of this opportunity from whatever is above that shows you the proper way. But I went through many relationships, many hardships with poisoning my soul. Okay. I literally poisoned my soul for decades, and wasn't, it's wrong. In your mind, in your soul, there's something there. There's a wisp. There's a wisp in your soul that knows that it's wrong. And you don't, for some reason, listen. Something's telling you that you're being bad. You're not doing the right thing, but it's very faint. It's very faint. It's like a light whisper, and you don't recognize it. You ignore it. And you keep going, right? And once I came to the point, many treatment centers, I don't know how many, many cell nights in drunk tanks, and you can go on and on. I could go on the stories and the pain, the suffering, the visits to the hospital with, I was in amputee wards, almost lost my hand from a dog attack. Just crazy ass things that happen to you that, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be sitting here, very fortunate to be sitting here clean and sober. And the thing is, I say clean and sober, and people are like, wow, you don't drink, or whoa. And it's like, holy shit. It's really not that big of a deal, man. Like, man made that shit. Okay. Man made that shit. We started drinking, doing all this crazy shit. But if you think about it, in nature, I'm just going to touch on this quickly. In nature, every other being drinks water and milk at birth, and milk. Water and milk. That's what they drink for their whole lives. Okay. So I don't know. It's kind of funny, but humans decide to poison themselves with substance. Okay. And then I come along and I find I find AA and all this NA and all this crazy meetings and all this stuff. And it kept me drunk. It just kept me, I'm not knocking any of that. People use their own tools to find their way. But at the end of the fucking day, don't be selfish to yourself and to people around you, and drop your ego and realize that whisper is the truth, that you're acting incorrectly and you're being out of alignment with your true character and your soul, and to find yourself, to fucking sit down and find yourself, And now, like current day, I can't even believe the lifestyle I have, the people that I'm around, even in this room this morning, coming in here, having a really healthy conversation with guys that I know that are on top of shit. I know they train every day. I know their diet is good. I know that they're, just true and wanting to get better. And that's the thing, right? You want to get better. And, I'm just I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, I flipped the switch. I listened to my conscience finally. I actually listened to it, and all those decisions and all the choices were wrong. They were wrong. They were the wrong decisions, which removes your soul.
Wow.
You're
So
soulless,
true.
right? You're
Yeah.
soulless, and then you have to regain and the lie, the self lie that will tell you that you don't have to do that, and that the evil side of life, good and evil is very, very true, very true, and evil's always there knocking on your door. It
So,
doesn't.
and it takes quite a bit to come back in to the goodness, right? Would you, if you could put a number of years on it, how long would you say you were knocking on the door back into the good graces?
I mean, I date. It's, to be totally honest with you. I think that aura follows you for life. I think it's just here on Earth. I think it follows you and tests you all the time. I think it's just a straight aura that it's like a pull backwards that people fall into. You see it at the liquor store, man. They don't
Mhm.
even You see people walking into the liquor store and they're just literally like robots. I must get my bottle.
Mhm.
And they don't, like, they're fucking like lost. It's like, honestly, I walked in like because I watch now. I
Mhm.
watch and I'm like, holy shit. It's like robotic. Must buy booze and get loaded, drink and get fucked up and be
Yeah.
lost and be fucked and lost and mindless and
Yeah.
poor.
Now, that
Like,
thing you were saying about the dissipation of the soul, and it gets
yeah,
pretty thin, right? It gets down to like a thin thread, and then you need to recultivate that, right? Through good action and good study and good intention and
yeah.
24-hour application for a long period of time. What would you say as far as, your soul got pretty thin thread and then you recultivate it, and then if you were going to be full of soul, I mean, where are you in that? What, 70% of the way there, or?
That's a really good question, because sometimes it's a battle.
Yeah,
right?
and I mean, if we're gonna do this, we want to try to get to the deepest layers and try to offer up. I really,
It's
I feel
your, it,
proud to be in this particular room. You guys have come a long way from hardcore stuff, all of us, right? So I feel proud to be in the ranks of that kind of stuff. Guys who really got their grit in real foxholes, And I and I,
oh yeah.
and I think some of the important points are down there at the bottom of the onion, right? So what if you could really say the hardest and the really truest, hardest on yourself, true answer, where do you think you are now?
I was basically, I would say at one point in my life, I was pretty much soulless,
Mm,
pretty much soulless. I was one lost motherfucker, right? I literally was doing so much. I was so indulged in drugs that I would wake up in a car somewhere and I'd have to check what city I was in.
wow.
I've been arrested. I've been arrested in cells. Guard, where am I? What do you mean?
Oh,
Where am I? What city am I in? What? You don't know what city you're in? No, I don't. Can you tell me where the fuck I am? Right?
wow.
So I know it's just, you can't even. I look back now. I'm literally I'm a different. Well, Brad and I, and all of us have worked together for actually it's years. It's going on years now, right?
Yeah,
So the last year has been huge progress, massive progress, right? I think is basically what
yeah.
you're getting at. But it's into years now, right? Which is awesome. And here we are, the three of us, watching people fall off, watching people go back to their bad habits,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what can I say? What is that word I'm looking for? Compromising themselves, compromising, right?
Well put.
Lying to themselves. And here we are, and it's like, okay, giddy up, let's fucking go, right? I love it when Victor, and even you message me the odd time too. Still going, bro. Still going, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
man.
you know from that simple message, that motherfucker hasn't stopped. He's still going.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
And
I've been.
it's
Yeah.
this energy. It's this energy where it's like, it's like, man, buddy's still crushing it, with just 3 words. And it's like right on. But
Hell yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
I'll tell you this. From where I was and where I am now, there isn't a reading on a graph. I don't know, man. Like I just,
Yeah.
that spiritual spike, that spiritual spike and working and realize, it's really funny. I'm like, the other day, I'm like, why are you so hard on yourself? Why are you so hard on yourself? Why are you so hard on yourself? Because I have to be.
True statement.
I have, I have to be, to stay in line, to be strict, to be, hey, when you're driving downtown, I could go do that. I could go be a bitch. I could go be a weak ass baby boy, right? I could go do that. And to drive by and realize you just crushed it. Like you literally crushed it. You went from looking and changing your life in a split second to the gutter to driving through and going to the gym. How do you like them apples?
Ooh,
Right? How do you like that dinner that night?
big,
That
big
dinner.
turnaround. Totally miraculous. As you said, you got to be thankful you're even here, let alone in that position. But we still have
Yeah.
work to do, right? Always. And
Oh,
so, and there's
oh,
it's like almost, seems infinite the amount of climb that there is, and when we go through the index of the greats, you've got all these guys. Like, I'm super excited to see what the next chapter has for you. The next several chapters have, the next library of chapters has for you. And what do you think creatively some of those are, bro?
Oh, man. Well, the biggest one, and by the way, I have to emphasize on what you said about work. Holy, do I have a lot of work to do. God damn, you know what I mean? It's
Oh
just
yeah.
like, yeah, but I sometimes I'll lose my temper and I'm like, what is that, man? You're not progressing by feeling like that or having these. It's like a movie, these thoughts, and like, why are you thinking like that, bro? Like that is like not
Yeah.
right. It's not right. Don't think like that. That's fucked up, right? But number one is truly loving yourself. Truly loving yourself, man. And once you get to that, I'll have moments of clarity where I'm like, oh my God. Like I'll be honest, I look in the mirror and I'm like, holy dude, like what did you do? I transformed.
Mm.
I transformed into this like 217-pound muscle. Like what 217 pounds of muscle? I
Hell
don't have
yeah.
a I don't have a shred. Like I don't have a shred of fucking fat on me.
Hell yeah,
Like
bro.
you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I get up, I'm like, are you training today? What do you mean am I training? Like, what do you mean am I training today? Like, it's like, there's a bear shit in the woods. It's like, yeah, I'm
Straight
fucking
up.
great, fucker. I don't give a fuck, man. I literally don't fucking care. Like, I go in, I crush it. I don't care how I want people to be like, yeah, yeah, Mr. Ego. You don't know me, motherfucker. You're an instantaneous judgmental fuck. That's it. Like, like, go work on yourself, man. I don't care how I affect you, man. Let me affect you all you want, man.
Yeah.
Just
Then
because
people.
you don't like people winning, you want to stay fat and come to the gym, go and do that, motherfucker. Stay right where you're at. Stay right there. It's not going to make you happy, dude. You're going to keep bitching and whining like you always do every day.
Yeah.
So,
Go get the
and
muscles, and then everybody can bitch and whine about you.
and they can't. And for some reason, it really bothers people. I don't know why. Maybe because
Because
they
they
don't
didn't
do it.
do it. I
They
know
didn't
why.
do
Because
it.
they didn't do
So,
it. They didn't do it.
you know,
They wish they did, and they can
they
start.
wish. And that's the
And they can
thing.
start.
They can start. Like the potential I see in people. I see one guy come to the gym. I've been in there for, in that particular gym, I've been in there for 500 visits. 500. Okay. Because they have a screen when you check in and it says 500 visits this many times. So I'm right around
That's
500.
cool.
And
I have not seen that before in all my gym days, dude. That's awesome.
yeah,
And that's
it
a
says how
great
many,
way to be like, are you
yeah,
in the
like,
500 club? All right, shut up.
yeah, like, it actually goes down to the month too, how many times per month. So, you know exactly how many times you've been in the month, right? So it's like, yeah, man, I've been in there high hundreds. But anyways, long story short, you see a guy come into the gym for that long and has not made any change. And he comes in for 15 minutes and he kind of does some stuff and like wiggles around and shit and leaves. And you're like, why the what? I'm so perplexed.
It
What's the
is
reason?
perplexing because at
Why
some
does
point you're just like, all right, dude, if you were going to learn the guitar, get with a guitarist and learn what you need to do in order to play the guitar good, and see
yeah,
him play good and then learn how to play good. Let's not draw straws, right? There's
yeah,
scientists out here in all these different arts. There's artists that you can learn from. And as I
yeah.
wonder too, is like how much of it is that? But then you're right. There's a perplexing level of just like, dude, you have to know that your results are related to the amount of work you're doing to some
Now
degree,
hang
and you're
on.
not doing any. So you have to know because dude,
Now
that's
hang on.
huge down here in Latin America. There are so many guys that I went to the gym, check, but I didn't do anything.
Yeah, so here we're back to our previous conversation before the podcast. You are literally lying to yourself that you are doing something when you're doing absolutely fucking nothing. Wow.
Wow is right.
So
Yeah.
that's where so now I'll get back into about me. I realized that I was only fooling myself.
I know so many people that I wish so deeply could have that realization, but what do you say about that? Like, I'm sure you
Well,
also have people in your life that you wish could finally make that realization, but what do you have to just be patient, or is there something maybe you could do that would be extra helpful and finally help them make that pivot?
wow. I mean, I'm just gonna start putting the 1% sticker on my fucking t-shirts. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get it. But it really aggravates people. Some people that are just, it is, it's not even really their fault. They're just so sick. They're really just very, very sick. I'm just gonna adjust this here. Very sick, and they don't have that realization, you guys.
Yeah.
And not, you know what, a lot of people, and you want to talk about regret, motherfucker. I cannot imagine dying. I cannot imagine dying under the influence and being a lost motherfucker.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you, God, or whatever's up there. Thank you. I owe the biggest thanks to that, oh, like even right now in this meeting
Amen.
today, even in this today, this moment right now. Thank you.
Amen. Amen.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Amen.
Thank you for the communication, the energy, whatever happened for Vic to shoot me a message. Okay. He just decided to get on his phone. Fuck right. Shot me a message. Bam. Yeah. I do want to do this every Sunday. I
Ooh.
do want to be at high level. I do want to support and be around the best. I just shifted. I started watching Larry Wheels, Devin Lorette, Cutler, all these guys, Mr. Olympias, by the way, right? Three-time runners, winners, okay? And just ensconced myself. They are so, people talk about discipline. They absolutely smash you. You're stepping out for a fucking cigarette and a beer, and they're going for a fucking 3 hour and 3.5 hour training session and eating protein. And it's like, and people are mad that they're successful. He's on steroids. Fuck you. Their personal records are fucking picking up 1,000 pounds, you wiener. You can't even pick up 50. That's the truth. And when people realize that they're fucking lying to themselves and they can't do shit, that's when they win. That's when they stack the win. That's the first win. When you go, I'm just lying to myself, like, go buy your cigarettes, man. Die like that. It's up to you. But you got to understand, I do have empathy. I'm not hating. I'm not hating here. I'm frustrated with, how can I say this? I'm frustrated. I got a call, but I'll let it go. People that just don't get that gift, man. The people that don't get the gift, I guess. And we're very fortunate. I would say. We're very, very,
Super.
very
Could have
fortunate, you
been born
guys.
in China.
Could have been, yeah, could have gone through a lot of different shit. And I did. I lived a really shitty existence for a long time, but I was touched by a few different people in different ways. I had one phone call from a gentleman that's he's being ostracized at the moment, but You know, he's said a lot of good things, and he's come a long ways from prison. And I'm just not going to spit his name out because he's very controversial. But yeah, just there's a lot of people out there. I love Goggins. Goggins is a
Mm-hmm.
monster. I love Goggins. He's a monster. He's a true
And I mean, I
spiritual.
think you're touching in and on around something also very important that I'm seeing just is that, you know, everybody's an individual. We should be embracing our individuality. We have fingerprints. There's all kinds of indications. You know, little
Yeah.
kids are born with this spiritual personality that was developed somewhere else. The Native Americans thought it was developed in another animal, you know, before that they
Yeah.
became a human, right? And so, but what I'm getting at is we should embrace our individuality, and we should realize that we're not going to like anyone fully, ever. And if we do, we need to consider that we might have been brainwashed or programmed or something. You know what I mean? And so.
Mhm.
So we really want to embrace, and that we haven't tethered to our insides enough. Just anecdotally, I'd like to mention trying to control others and outside things is a great way to lose grip on that inner self as well. And
Mhm.
also verifies why that inner journey is so good. And so
Mhm.
being that you're getting into all these new influences now, and you've got to take what you like and leave the other stuff on the shelf, but not be a hater, you know, be
Mhm.
respectful of the individuality as well. What
Mhm.
do you think as far as your conflict resolution tools and the way that
Mhm.
they allow you to graduate into the higher ranks of self-development for you?
That's a huge one. That's huge. And what you're
Can
talking
I just
about,
have a quick? Can I just?
yeah.
How long is Patrick thinking he'll go? Because that was amazing. What you get, it's went to my inside my brains, being the individuality, right? So you
Yes.
know when you said hating, you said the word hating, and you said why we don't love ourselves, and you were talking about the programming, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Br-
Yeah,
Bro, I
yeah.
am 52 years of age, right? And I still look in the fucking mirror every single motherfucking day. And now I got to the point I love you, champ. You are the best because of my
Yeah.
affirmations. But took me 50 years to like that body I'm looking at every single fucking day in my life. So when you talk about individually, I didn't even fucking like myself. How
Yeah.
could I
Yeah.
fucking like somebody else? So every single day I went out on the street with hate because I'm fucking hating who I see. Why do I have that feet? Why do I have that chest? Why do I have that hair? Why do I'm not small? Why do I'm not tall? Why I'm not black? Why I'm not yellow? Because I've never been brought up with love. What
Mhm.
Patrick said, self-love. And since I learned Stoicism by myself, that is when you go, I want to wear the sticker 1% better every day, because Stoicism teach me be 1% better every single day. And that's why I become a self-respect and a self-love, because I'm doing every single day the self-respect and self-love, because I'm getting better every day. So when you become every single day 1%, then you say, hold on a minute, I respect myself. I love who I become. I love that human who I admire. So when you go back to that hate and we are all individual, yeah, but who is the fucking this world who say, look at that guy in the mirror, I am so fucking good looking, because he's all confident. And how did you been brought up when you were young, right? If you've
Yeah.
been brought up by an alcoholic, by my father who beat the shit out of me every day, I've never heard I love you. And my mother died when I was 11 years old. So where the fuck would I get the word in me? It's a program. I love myself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm telling all my kids, I love you, and love yourself. They become, my 15-year-old boy is a world champion weightlifter
Wow.
because he loves himself. My daughter, she become a European champion of ballet because she loves herself.
Wow.
But this is a lot of things you have to go through because that's what we have to give ourselves, what Patrick said, self-love. That's why we're
Yeah.
not judging other people. Oh, that's what you think, that's what you think. But when you self-love, you just want to give them love. Okay, buddy, you judge me. I don't mind. That's your choice. That's your mindset. You don't go jump on them and say, why is you looking at, why
Yeah.
you not changing? Because we still have our hate of picking ourselves like, okay, I'm not that guy anymore. If they want to be, I just show them with my actions, right? No more bullshit talking. No more, yeah, we can do this, we do that. That's how we live with our habits. That's why I do everything is stoicism. That's when you talk about drinks. I don't even think about drinks. I mean, I'm eating in the same restaurants where I used to be an alcoholic because I hated myself. I wasn't like the alcohol ever in my life. I never even liked cocaine when I'm talking to you honest. I never even liked marijuana and I've been smoking for 50 years. Every single time I was paranoid, whatever I was doing, whatever was in alcohol, cocaine, or marijuana. But I never want to let it go because I didn't want to go home to me, to look in the mirror, because when I was speaking to my wife, I was hating that guy who was speaking to that woman. And I even went to bed. I'm thinking, why did I just speak to that fucking woman like that? And then next day, exactly the same way, wake up, motherfucking bitch, why are you that? Why are you that? And I come home and hate myself. Even when I'm finished the sentence, how bitch you are at that. Why do you say that? Because I've been brought up of that programming, lesson to my father, telling my mom, you are bitch, you are this, you are that.
Well,
So
so
it
I'm gonna.
is automatic, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna.
self-love is number one.
I'm gonna add to that is what it is. As a young person, if they're in a really bad atmosphere, you're being spiritually poisoned.
Yeah, that's a true
Exactly.
statement. And
True statement.
and there's a lot of opportunities for us and
To,
anyone
yeah,
watching this to
yes,
specifically step up and fight evil in a
yes,
really get your wings in the next chapter way by engaging in whatever
yes,
spiritual or physical or whatever battle that's necessary to free them from that abusive situation or the effects of that abusive situation. And
yeah.
so, I myself really do feel called to do some huge looking out for some of these young people. And I see the wide berth spectrum of the evil messaging, and I see the extreme level of detriment happening to these innocent, defenseless kids. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And for all my whole life, dude, they've all been just put into the Sicario meat grinder. I myself remember, as crazy as this is, I'm looking at this life through a telescope now, but I remember I was convinced I was already going to jail, and I wanted to, and it was like, and I wanted to see this, and this, and I was totally, and so when we look at it from those kinds of points of views, and as far as ways as the drug thing can take you, and that this is a successful mission, successful for the devil everywhere right now, man, you can just step up and step into new valiant shoes in every kind of way too. And that's what I salute you guys for doing, because you're absolutely right. When you're walking example of the other thing, And the self-love, you're absolutely right, man. Like, this has actually turned into quite a really, really deep and good session.
No,
I
this is,
appreciate
well,
being
that's,
here.
and because we have been committed to working on ourselves in a positive spiritual way, and to learn to accept. But and I know all you guys will agree with me on this, we do not tolerate evil. We will not tolerate it,
That's your quote, man. Hell yeah. No, we
you
don't.
know,
No, we don't.
and to work very hard as an alpha male to get away from thoughts, evil, violent thoughts. I mean, it's in our kind of our characters to be aggressive, but where's your aggression going? Where's it delivered? You know what I mean? And to
Chasing solutions for some of these
uh,
poisoned young people. That's where I'll
yeah,
just retransmute my aggression
yeah,
into doing
yeah.
new, productive, creative things that
Oh,
that talent
being a
can't even see. Right? You know,
being
that can
being
swoop behind.
aggressive towards spiritual growth. How
Yeah.
about that?
And I'm
Right?
hell yeah. And I'm running away from my own regret a little bit too, with that Voltaire quote in mind, that we're guilty of the good that we don't do. And it's all right there in front of us. So to waste another minute
Say
with
it again.
the Voltaire said that we are guilty of the good that we do not do. And then Edmund Burke,
Wow.
yeah,
Holy, whoa,
yeah.
Say it again.
holy.
Please say it again,
We're,
slowly and very loud. That code, please.
it's yeah, all right. It's we're guilty of the good that we do not do. And Edmund Burke said the other side of it, which is the only thing that evil needs to prevail is good men do nothing.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew, hey, I knew I came here for a reason.
Oh no,
You know,
this has been a great powwow, man. Definitely. I think if we, we'll be, and the drum beat just gets louder every Sunday, right? So, and I
Yeah,
think that I have never felt better than stepping up to the plate. Like I was proud of not being on the internet. You know what I mean? I was like, you can't look me up. You'll never find any evidence of me. Da 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 da. Da. And I had just a few years ago this commitment, like, you'll never be able to find me. I'm ninja number one, motherfucker. But now I have never felt better than actually figuring out something that will work and believing that I might be leaving that message in the bottle for somebody who really needs it, all the way to including having that faith that messages in the bottles find people, and they fucking do, man. Unbelievable shit really, really happens. You guys saw that Instagram where I was standing there with my dad, who's a mathematician,
yeah,
and I said, is there a chance we would have ever been on that flight together outside of like divine? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, not
that
really.
is mental. That is.
You
That
know?
is mental. Because what you just said, you put in your thoughts together, bro. What the fuck in the world? The fucking chance. How big is the fucking earth and world, and how many flights goes in a fucking thousands of minutes a fucking day, and you on the fucking same fucking flight, and people say you don't believe in God and universe, and you just fucking ask for that?
Oh,
Come
dude,
on, man.
wait. Just in a couple
no,
Sundays,
yeah,
he's gonna be here again. I'll have
Yeah,
him
you told
jump
me
on
about
with
it.
us.
Yeah.
I'll have him jump on with us and restate that whole thing with these other two things we didn't even tell you guys about that really make it impossible.
That
So,
is mad. This is the worst.
I
I
love
sent
it. I
I
love it.
don't know. I sent both of you guys these billionaires. I don't know you guys sending them listen to them CDs. I listen
Yeah.
to them every single day, and it's just changed my entire mindset. The best saying is that I've written down in these big letters, what I never been even thought about it. Just feel good always.
Mm.
Just feel good
Flip that switch, huh?
always. So
Flip the switch.
even if you, he says, even if you cannot say, I don't have no money. You cannot say, oh, this is not going to work. You can just feel good right now.
And trust in God.
And just what you ask for. Just feel good. Just
Yeah.
smile. Just
I think
wake
if you,
up
I
and
think if you,
jump out of your bed in the morning. I'm grateful. It is
yeah.
another fucking day. Thank you, God. You give me another opportunity. Yesterday's a past. Today I can change my whole reality because I run my show. I run my world.
Yeah.
Just
Well, and if
feel
you're
good
honest,
right now.
yeah, and if you're honest, that's why I really appreciate that we started out with that deep recognition of how evil a lie is. If you're honest and you always just do the right thing, that is the realest way to really feel the realest good all the time. Because you
Exactly.
really just now for years and years and years, you're just looking to pay the car. I mean, for me, see, just to give why I say this, like for me, my karma pot was so black as a little kid, unfortunately, but you don't know. You were an innocent kid, but you don't really know. You still did the shit. So I'm just thinking of that's why I say
Yeah,
my
but you
regret.
didn't know.
I
Yeah,
didn't
but
know.
you,
Yeah, no. So
you
I should
didn't
be,
know. So you
we should be
cannot
good.
say it's your, exactly. It's
But any which
okay,
way,
bro.
it doesn't matter. Even if I am good,
Exactly.
all I
It's
want to
get
do
better.
is the right thing and be a pillar of honesty. You know what I mean? And say the hardest
Yeah,
truth that,
you
and
just
say
said it.
the
You
say
just said it.
the hardest truth in the face of the grandest evils. And I feel like we're doing that right now. So it's just like
It's-
we're not putting ourselves in prison, but we are being valiant gladiators for goodness. And it's just super awesome and perfect. And I mean, man, I'm blown away by our little reuniting here. This is real good, man.
This is
what this,
amazing. I'm so grateful for this moment. I
what
cannot
this
even
is,
tell you. I feel amazing.
this is a fire in the house of spirituality, and to spread the message, spread it thick and with positivity, and put it out there that it's the work that instills the worth. You have to
It's the
work
word.
at it. It's
Yeah.
the work. The work. I've said this. Brandon's worked with me many hours, years now.
Man,
We're going
so
into
many
years. Going
fucking
into years.
hours. So many hours every day for 2.
And the work is the lifestyle. The lifestyle is the work. That's the life.
That's an important
And
point. Yeah, it is the
be real,
whole thing. It's not just a little thing you do, it's a thing that you are. You are a work in progress, and it just doesn't stop. And whenever you're out of that particular motion, you're subtracting from the whole thing, and that's a low frequency state, man, because you know it, But as long as you
what
stay
is,
applied
as a human
forever,
being, I look at a block of clay. It's just a block. As a human being, how the fuck do you want to form yourself? How do you want to form yourself? Wow.
it'll be the metaphysical discipline that allows you to actually do that formation for sure.
So every day I get up and I'm like, okay, I've got an opportunity to commit to forming myself in the best way possible.
Amen.
Form yourself.
Amen.
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 Form yourself into that pillar of honesty. Right? That's all I got, guys. I got to get going. I'm on the road, but I
Perfect
love
ending
it.
place. I felt that too, man. We're all on it. I love it when you, yeah. Yeah.
I
Right?
can't wait for the next Sunday one, because I want to say to you, Patrick, that was amazing story. I didn't even know
Yeah.
about it, and I'm learning other things today. Brandon had a fantastic
Yeah,
questions
Brandon.
and
Wow.
introductions. I really loved it. Thank you very much. So I could be here. I think this is why we're not growing, because we are growing, three of us together, and
Yeah.
this is much more important to be with 15 people in the room who's not interested on every single word
Straight up.
what we are
Yeah.
talking here. So that was amazing. Now, just Brandon, we have to find a way for the editors, because now is the third one now. So we have to start spread the words on YouTube as well. We need to find somebody who's gonna make is like I send you that thing, but
Yeah,
it's
we're,
cuts all the best part of it and then make it as like a YouTube thing.
Oh, I've been
Or
using that. Yeah, we'll do it. I've been using that. I actually just I used it for this other thing. My friend Kenny and I had a reunification, and
yeah, but
he's
I see
actually
I see, but you were is just turning like this, turning that. Is it not making like three camera next to each other and things like that?
yeah, it really wasn't doing that yet, but I'm sure the software is gonna get better.
But I
Um,
bought that, but I bought an AI program, so I'm gonna ask my team.
okay, perfect. Let's check that.
I listen, bro. I bought a program, but it's clowned me, and I'm not even speaking, and my fucking clown speaking. So it's crazy, bro. I'm
yeah,
gonna send you.
I'm
My
gonna
team
peace
just,
out. I'm gonna peace
bro.
out, but subscribe on Regen Fit on YouTube. And
Okay.
yeah,
Just
man.
send it here. Just send it here. The thing, so we can also just send the link here, and then
We got
check up the app. So you guys
yeah,
see the app. I can just one more thing, just to both of you. I can
okay.
help you from in 2 weeks on to get you clients. I have a team who's digging Instagrams. I can get you to make their own apps. We need to sit
Okay.
down on it and make it happen like we man. So when you guys want to
Sure.
do it, say Victor, I need a meeting. I drive you through with it. I introduce you
Yeah.
to my team, and we work it out somehow. It's not even a lot of fucking investment, but guaranteedly clients, guaranteedly you build it up. I have a team help you with everything. Think about
All right.
it and make it happen, guys. Thank you so much for your
Hey,
time,
thank
Patrick.
you,
Have an
Victor,
amazing
for
day.
Really good to see you guys today.
yeah.
Brad. Fuck yeah, man. Right
Yeah.
on. Right on. Hit me
Likewise,
up,
brother.
guys. Hit me up, guys.
May,
Right on.
Dude, you're looking good. The results are popping since I haven't
maybe
seen you for a minute, man.
maybe we can
Thanks,
do
brother. Thanks.
maybe we can do twice a week, like Wednesday and Sundays. Let's talk
We
about
can
that on the
Maybe
chat.
down the road. I think Sunday seems really, really good for us to just get something started. And I don't
for
want
now.
to,
Okay.
For now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean whatever.
I'm
cool.
traveling. I'm going through LA. I'm going through Miami. I'm going
Oh,
through
way.
yeah. I'm gonna be traveling in the next month here, so I'll be around you guys, and I'll hit up the meetings, and yeah. All right.
Hell yeah,
Okay,
dude.
guys.
Fuck yeah. Moving
Amazing.
is the
Let's go
shit.
enjoy your traveling
Ciao,
and
ciao.
just get 1% better every day.
Right on.
Cool.
Ciao, ciao. Bye. Bye.
All right, bye.
Brendan, so
Yeah.
if you need anything, this is crazy, bro. I'm gonna send you my fucking anyway, I'm gonna send you later. I bought an
Okay.
app. You can check it out. It's called Passion AO, right?
Okay.
So
Good job.
In Passion AO, I'm building Stoic Life. It's my
Okay.
own app with my own fucking brand on it, everything, right? So
Okay.
in this app, you have 30 days to challenge yourself to build it, right? So you have
Okay.
questions. How's your program? What color you want your app? What is your brand? What is your programming? Everything is an
Yeah.
own app. It's a professional app. What you
Yeah.
gonna put it on App Store? What you gonna put on Google? Everywhere, and on your
Right.
web page, right? Then
Right.
Then I have the team who's gonna go in my in and go and speaking to people behalf of me on Instagram, people in fitnesses, people in health, and just sell the fucking app in there, send the programs in the app.
Hell yeah, that sounds good, dude.
No,
Do it
bro,
up.
it's, the people make between 50 to 500,000 a month, bro. It is crazy. I'm gonna send you now to check it
Okay.
out, the app. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
check and check it out. If you're fucking ready to work, I send you with the team. And like me, I'm working with them for commission. They get a lot of money because
Yeah.
they digging for me. So every deal what I
Yeah.
make, they got a commission. But
Yeah.
I pay them $3,000 as well. So they
Yeah.
teaching my. I pay $3,000 to these Chicago people to teach my team what to dig, how to work, how to do everything. Then I bought this app. I'm building the app with it, and with the app, they're gonna dig inside, bro. If you put it together, then they digging for you for your own app, for your own fitness program.
Wow.
It is crazy. I can't wait.
Well,
I'm gonna put it down because I'm gonna send it to
I'll
you to check
definitely-
it out right now.
As soon as you're done, I'll definitely install it, and then I'll keep checking it out. Thank you for telling me. And
No.
that's
This is
what's
you're
up.
gonna
Well,
work
we're
on it.
gonna
I
figure
know.
this out. We're gonna figure this shit out.
Of course,
Yeah.
course. Anyway, I'm gonna send you the app. Check it out. Good passion. I'm gonna check you everything, and we go from there, my good brother. Thank you for today,
Cool.
Brandon. It was amazing
bro.
energy, and I can't
Likewise,
wait to
man.
speak to you again. Have a great day, buddy.
You too. All right, bro.
Love you, man.